Hello, my dear friends. Today, I'm about to share something truly life-changing with you. A book that has the power to completely transform how you think, act, and feel about money. Imagine a book that doesn't just teach you about saving or investing, but dives deep into your mind, your emotions, and your habits. That book is none other than The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. If you've ever felt confused about money, stressed about your finances, or unsure of how to make smart financial decisions, this book is for you. And let me tell you, this isn't just a book. It's a guide, a mentor, and a friend that teaches you the art of living wisely with money. But wait, there's more. As we talk about this incredible book, you're not just going to learn about money. You're also going to improve your English listening skills and discover new words and phrases. Isn't that amazing? This is your chance to gain double benefits: knowledge for your mind and growth for your language skills. Now let me tell you something personal. I've always adored books. For me, books are more than just stories or words on paper. They are portals to a better life. While movies entertain us for a few hours, books feed our minds, expand our knowledge, and inspire us for a lifetime. And this book is one of my absolute favorites. Why? Because it's not just about money. It's about freedom, happiness, and the power of smart decisions. So, my friends, are you ready to dive into this treasure chest of wisdom? Get comfortable, grab a notebook if you want to take notes, and let's embark on a journey that could truly change your life. Remember, this isn't just another video. It's an experience, a lesson, and a step forward in your journey to success. Part 1. The emotional side of money. One of the most powerful ideas in the psychology of money is this. Money is not just about numbers. It's about behavior. Think about it for a moment. We often believe that to be good with money, we need to be great at math or have an expert-level knowledge of finance. But Morgan Housel proves that's not true. The key to managing money lies in understanding your emotions, your habits, and your mindset. Lesson 1. Money is emotional, not logical. Let me ask you something. Have you ever made a decision about money that you regretted later? Maybe you bought something expensive you didn't really need, or you avoided saving because you thought, "I'll do it next month." We've all been there. And the reason is simple. We make money decisions based on feelings, not logic. For example, imagine you're at a store and you see the latest phone. It's shiny, trendy, and everyone seems to have it. You feel an urge to buy it, even though your current phone works perfectly fine. What's happening here? Your emotions are taking over. Another example, you get a bonus at work. Instead of saving it for the future, you immediately plan a vacation or buy something expensive. Later, you might realize you could have used that money more wisely. This happens because money isn't about spreadsheets or calculators. It's about what's happening in your mind and heart. And unless you learn to control your emotions, money will always control you. Lesson 2. The power of patience. Patience is one of the most underrated qualities when it comes to money. In today's world, we want everything fast. Fast internet, fast food, fast success. But wealth doesn't work like that. Take Warren Buffett, one of the richest and wisest investors in the world. Did you know that a huge part of his wealth came after the age of 50? Buffett started investing when he was just a teenager, and he let time do its magic. This is the power of compounding. where small amounts grow over time into something massive. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you save just $10 a week. It might not seem like much, right? But after a year, you'll have $520. If you invest that money and let it grow for 10 years, it could turn into thousands of dollars. The lesson is clear. Wealth is built slowly, step by step, with patience and consistency. Lesson 3. The danger of comparing yourself to others. We live in a world where it's so easy to compare ourselves to others. You see someone driving a luxury car, posting glamorous pictures on social media, or living in a big house, and you start feeling like you're not doing enough. But here's the truth. What you see on the outside doesn't tell the full story. Morgan Housel gives an example. Imagine two people. One drives a Ferrari, but he's drowning in debt. The other drives a modest car, but has no financial stress and plenty of savings. Who's truly wealthy? The answer is clear. The person with peace of mind, not the person with flashy things. The lesson here is this: stop comparing. Focus on your own goals, your own values, and your own journey. Lesson 4. Freedom is the real goal. Why do we want money? Is it just to buy things? No. The ultimate goal of money is freedom. Freedom to live life on your own terms, to spend time with your loved ones, to pursue your passions, and to sleep peacefully at night without worrying about bills. Think about this. A person earning $2,000 a month but living within their means and saving regularly might feel more free than someone earning $10,000 a month but drowning in debt. Freedom isn't about how much you earn, it's about how wisely you use what you have. Key takeaway. The most important lesson from this part of the book is this: your mindset matters more than your money. The way you think, feel, and act determines your financial success more than your income or your education. This book teaches us to focus on what truly matters, building good habits, practicing patience, and staying grounded in our own values. Lesson 5. Everyone's relationship with money is unique. Imagine you meet two people. One grew up in a wealthy family where money was never a problem. For them, saving may not feel urgent because they always had financial security. The other person grew up in poverty, constantly worrying about money. For them, every dollar saved feels like a step toward survival. Morgan Housel explains that your personal experience shapes how you view money. Your childhood, environment, and life circumstances all influence your financial decisions. This is why no one-size-fits-all advice works for everyone. For example, someone who grew up during a financial crisis might fear investing because they saw people lose everything. On the other hand, someone who experienced an economic boom might feel overly confident about taking financial risks. The lesson here? Understand your own perspective on money and respect that others may think differently. Instead of copying someone else's financial habits, focus on what works for your unique situation. Lesson 6. The role of luck and risk. Here's a question. How much of someone's financial success is because of their hard work, and how much is due to luck? Morgan Housel gives us an eye-opening answer. Both luck and risk play a bigger role in money than we realize. Let's break this down. Luck in success. Some people achieve financial success because they were born in the right place at the right time or met the right person. For example, Bill Gates became one of the richest people in the world, partly because he had access to a computer in his school in 1968, something very few people had at that time. Risk in failure. On the flip side, some people fail financially not because they didn't work hard, but because of bad luck. Maybe they started a business, and then a global crisis hit. Or they invested in something promising that unexpectedly failed. The lesson here is profound. Don't judge yourself or others solely by success or failure. Success doesn't always mean someone is a genius, and failure doesn't always mean someone is irresponsible. Be humble about your achievements and kind toward those who struggle. Lesson 7. The importance of avoiding extremes. When it comes to money, balance is everything. Housel talks about how going to extremes, either saving too much or spending recklessly, can lead to problems. Let me share an example. Some people save every penny, refusing to spend even things that bring them joy. They might live frugally their entire lives, but miss out on experiences like traveling, enjoying hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. On the other hand, some people spend so much that they end up in debt, constantly stressed about how to pay their bills. The key is to find a middle ground. Save enough for your future, but don't forget to live and enjoy your present. Housel calls this living with enough. It means knowing when you have enough to feel secure and happy without constantly chasing more. Lesson 8. The danger of overconfidence. Have you ever thought, I know everything I need to know about money? Be careful. Overconfidence can lead to big mistakes. Some people get so confident in their financial knowledge that they take unnecessary risks, thinking they'll never fail. For example, investing all their money in a single stock because they're sure it will succeed. Others believe they can predict the future of markets, only to realize that no one truly can. Housel emphasizes this. It's better to be cautious and prepared than overly confident. Instead of assuming you know it all, keep learning, stay curious, and diversify your investments. This way, you'll be better protected from unexpected challenges. Lesson 9. Time is the most powerful tool. One of the most exciting ideas in this book is about the magic of time. Morgan Housel explains that time is more valuable than money itself when it comes to building wealth. Imagine you start investing $100 a month when you're 25 years old. Even if you stop investing after 10 years, the money you've saved will keep growing because of compounding. By the time you're 65, you could have a significant amount of wealth thanks to time. Now imagine someone starts investing $500 a month, but waits until they're 40 years old. Even though they're investing more, they won't have as much wealth as the person who started early. This teaches us a critical lesson. Start early, even if it's small. Time does the hard work for you. Lesson 10. The true cost of wealth. Have you ever thought about the hidden costs of chasing money? Many people believe that having more money will make them happier, but Housel warns us that wealth comes with its own price. For example, working long hours to earn more money might leave you with less time for your family and friends. Constantly striving for higher income might create stress, anxiety, and even health problems. This doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard or aim for financial success. It simply means you should ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice? How much is enough for me to feel happy and fulfilled? The true cost of wealth isn't just measured in dollars, it's measured in your time, energy, and happiness. Lesson 11. Why we spend money the way we do. Imagine this. Two people walk into the same store. One person buys an expensive watch because it makes them feel successful. The other person looks at the same watch and thinks, "This is a waste of money. I'd rather save for a vacation." Why do these two people think so differently about spending? Morgan Housel explains that spending habits are deeply emotional and often tied to what we value most. For example, someone might spend on luxury items to feel respected or admired. Another person might spend on experiences like travel to create memories. Some spend impulsively because shopping gives them a momentary sense of happiness. The key takeaway is this: understand your why behind spending. Are you buying things to impress others? Are you spending out of boredom or stress? Or are you using money to align with your long-term goals? By asking yourself these questions, you can take control of your financial decisions instead of letting emotions control you. Lesson 12. The misunderstanding about happiness and money. One of the most powerful insights in this book is about the connection between money and happiness. Many people believe, "If I just had more money, I'd be happy." But is that true? Housel explains that money can bring happiness, but only to a certain extent. Here's how. 1. Money can solve problems. If you're struggling to pay bills or afford basic needs, having more money can bring significant relief and happiness. 2. Beyond a certain point, more money doesn't mean more joy. Studies show that once your basic needs are met, additional wealth doesn't lead to a proportional increase in happiness. For example, a billionaire may not be significantly happier than someone who earns enough to live comfortably. 3. The true source of happiness. Housel says that happiness comes from things money can't buy. Control over your time. Being able to decide how you spend your days brings more joy than having a big bank account. Meaningful relationships. Spending time with loved ones gives life purpose and fulfillment. Lesson 13. Save money, not to get rich, but to buy freedom. Here's a life-changing perspective. Most people think of saving money as boring or restrictive, but Housel reframes it beautifully. Saving is about buying freedom. When you save money, you give yourself options. The freedom to leave a job you don't enjoy. The freedom to take a break during tough times. The freedom to pursue a dream without worrying about income right away. He shares a simple but profound idea. The richest people aren't those with the biggest paychecks. They're the ones who feel the most in control of their time. So when you save, think of it as an investment in your independence, not as a sacrifice. Lesson 15. The power of humility in wealth. One of the most inspiring ideas in this book is about being humble no matter how much money you have. Housel shares stories of incredibly wealthy people who live modestly because they understand what truly matters. They prioritize things like family, health, and meaningful work over showing off their wealth. The lesson here is clear. True wealth is invisible. It's not about flashy cars or expensive clothes. It's about having peace of mind, freedom, and the ability to give back. Lesson 16. Preparing for the unexpected life is full of surprises, and not all of them are good. Unexpected expenses, emergencies, or economic downturns can happen to anyone. That's why Housel stresses the importance of having a financial buffer. Here's what a buffer does. Reduces stress. Knowing you have money saved for emergencies helps you sleep better at night. Prepares you for opportunities. Sometimes the best opportunities come when you least expect them. Having extra savings allows you to take advantage of these moments without hesitation. This lesson is especially important for beginners. Even if you can only save a small amount each month, start now. Over time, it will grow into a safety net that protects you from life's uncertainties. Lesson 17. The role of patience and consistency. Building wealth isn't about making one big move or finding the perfect investment. It's about being patient and consistent over time. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't see results immediately, but with consistent care, it grows strong and tall. Lesson 18. The power of enough. One of the most life-changing lessons in this book is the idea of enough. Housel shares a powerful truth. Enough is the most important financial skill you can develop. Some people chase more and more money thinking it will bring satisfaction. But the reality is, if you're always chasing, you'll never feel content. On the other hand, people who recognize what enough means to them, whether it's having a comfortable home, financial security, or time with loved ones, find lasting happiness. Ask yourself, what does enough mean to me? What do I truly value in life? When you focus on what's enough for you, you stop worrying about what others have and start appreciating what you already have. Lesson 19. The beauty of living below your means. Housel shares that one of the simplest but most powerful habits you can develop is living below your means. What does this mean? Spend less than you earn. Don't increase your expenses every time your income increases. Here's why this is life-changing. Living below your means gives you the flexibility to save, invest, and prepare for the future. It also brings peace of mind. You're not constantly stressed about keeping up with expenses or debt. Remember, wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and how wisely you use it. Lesson 20. The importance of long-term thinking. One of the biggest mistakes people make with money is thinking only about the short term. Many people lose money because they focus on quick gains or get scared during market downturns. The lesson here is think long-term. Invest in things that will grow over years, not days. Don't let short-term emotions like fear or greed control your financial decisions. Lesson 21. Money is a tool, not the goal. Let's shift our mindset about money. Most people see money as the ultimate goal, but Housel teaches us that money is just a tool. Money is not about buying more things. It's about creating the life you want. It's a tool to give you freedom, security, and the ability to help others. When you stop seeing money as the goal and start using it as a tool, you make decisions that align with your values and bring you closer to your dreams. Lesson 22. The joy of giving. One of the most beautiful lessons in this book is the idea that true wealth comes from giving. Housel explains that helping others, whether through money, time, or kindness, brings more joy than any material possession. When you give, you create a positive impact on someone's life. You also experience a deep sense of fulfillment and connection. Giving doesn't have to be grand. Small acts of generosity, like supporting a friend or donating to a cause, can make a big difference. Lesson 23. The stories we tell ourselves about money. Finally, let's talk about the stories we tell ourselves about money. Every person has their own beliefs about money, how it should be earned, spent, or saved. These beliefs often come from childhood experiences, culture, or society. But here's the truth. Not all of these stories are helpful. Housel encourages us to examine these stories and ask, are they helping me live the life I want? Or are they holding me back? By changing your mindset and adopting healthier beliefs, you can create a positive relationship with money. As we reach the end of this journey, I want you to pause and reflect on something truly important. Your life is your greatest wealth. The lessons from the psychology of money teach us that. Success isn't about luck. It's about making wise choices every day. Happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from appreciating what you already have. Here's my message to you. Don't just dream about a better life. Take action. Every small step you take today, whether it's saving a little money, learning a new skill, or changing your mindset, brings you closer to the life you deserve. You have the power to transform your story. Be disciplined, stay focused, keep learning. And remember, it's not about how fast you go, it's about staying consistent. Even the smallest progress is still progress. Life will test you. You'll face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But let me tell you this, you are stronger than you think. You have everything you need within you to rise above any obstacle. The road to success isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. You have the opportunity to rewrite your story starting today. No matter where you are in life right now, know this. The best is yet to come. You're not just learning English or about money or even about life. You're becoming the best version of yourself. So embrace this journey with an open heart and a strong mind. Now, take these lessons and apply them. Live with courage, gratitude, and purpose. Because you, my friend, deserve a life that's not only successful, but also deeply fulfilling. Thank you for being here. Let's grow together, learn together, and create a brighter future. The world is waiting for the amazing things only you can offer. Stay strong, stay inspired, and always believe in your greatness. You've got this.